Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel because we are going to be announcing some crazy giveaways soon, alright? All you have to do to enter is just make sure you press the like button, are subscribed, and comment something down below. I think in total we're going to be giving away like $2,500, so just make sure you are subscribed. It's going to be crazy, and our video of today is also pretty damn heavy. Starting it off, Ripple Chief calls SEC allegations abuse of power. That's already some very heavy wording for a very heavy case. Now, we've actually covered the whole Bragg-Garlinghouse motion to dismiss. I a little bit later actually found out that Chris Larson's motion to dismiss is also out there. But before we get into any of that, guys, I want to know from you. Are you still holding crypto? Are you still hodling strong with those diamond hands? Let me know in the comment section down below. And, I mean, if you want to, you can really help out the video for the YouTube algorithm by pressing the like button. So, March 4th, Ripple Chief Executive Bragg-Garlinghouse has filed a letter of intent to petition to dismiss the updated charges from the US SEC. He wrote about this on his own Twitter page, and according to the letter, the exchange regulator actually acknowledged the flaws in its original complaint by amending the charges on February 18th, 2021. At the same time, as noted in the letter, the adjusted complaint of the regulator has not improved. To simply put it, the SEC approval are an abuse of office, Bragg-Garlinghouse said. Basically meaning what they're doing right now, it's not what they should be doing. And one thing I've noticed is that Ripple is continuing every single part of their operations like before, and consider this one too. They're still getting customers, they're still onboarding them, they're still making a ton of process. They just opened a private ledger, which could mean two things. I've thought about it for a little while. It could mean they are trying to get a private ledger going, so if the public ledger ever something happens to it, they still have the private one to back up. Or they want it so they can onboard the CBDCs so that later on XRP can be used as the ultimate bridge currency. It's either of the two in my opinion. We don't really know which one, but it's definitely a very smart idea from them. And on the same note, at least in my opinion, it is really clear to me that they have shown that this whole ordeal was not planned. In the sense that a little bit ago we had some questions as to whether or not we thought that Ripple put this all at play a little bit and they kind of went on with the rules to make sure that they got a verdict eventually. But no, what I kind of feel as if the way is right now is Ripple wanted a verdict, Ripple wanted a level playing field. However, they didn't want to go through it this way. They wanted to go through it peacefully and settle it, peacefully in that sense. But since they got sued, they want to get this over with all the way through, and that they feel as if the way that they did it was actually not correct nor justifiable. And from a certain perspective, I can definitely get into Ripple's shoes, where if FinCEN, a body of the Treasury of the United States of America, calls you a currency, it kind of feels as if you're in the clear, right? If that's the first thing that's thrown on top of your head. So I definitely can get that. Chris Larson pushed to clear name from SEC lawsuit over XRP. The defense raised questions over the jurisdictions of SEC in the case. And I'm kind of wondering how people got this letter, as I don't exactly know where you could have found it at the start, because he did not post it over on Twitter. But I quickly kind of glanced through it because we really read through the whole Bragg-Garlinghouse paper. Is it really going to be too different for Chris Larson? Well, from a certain perspective, yes, because he was the CEO for a little while, and now he's the chairman of the board. And I mean, he's been with this since the start, right? He's been with XRP and with Ripple. But the only thing I can read in here, and the only thing I will most likely find, is just, even if they agree to everything, then Chris Larson still cannot be proven to have known what he was doing, right? That's the end of things. So since the lawyer guy has said that these things mostly get dismissed anyway, I don't think it's going to be worth my time too much. If it really gets dismissed, we can check it out in hindsight. But for right now, all we can do is just wait for all of this, right? Because what else are we going to do? What I did note is that the two complaints the two motions are really significantly different in substance, but also in build-up. Like, it's written all the way differently. Of course, different lawyers, don't get me wrong. But also, this one has 4 points with a lot of subdivisions rather than 2 big points, which Bragg-Garlinghouse has had. That's interesting, but that also maybe comes because the allegations are severely different, as Chris Larson has been with them from the start, and Bragg-Garlinghouse has only joined in 2015. Again, that's a 3.5 year difference or so, something like that. Pretty significant, pretty cool if you think about it though. that has been going on for so long. XRP is really an ancient project if you see it like that. Ancient for crypto terms. Then, let's see what else we had. Ripple chairman denies knowing XRP sales could be a violation. It's all the same thing though, right? The SEC is going to have to prove that they knew they were doing something wrong. If not, it's all going to crumble piece by piece, which I still think it will. It's going to be very difficult to prove that Brett Garlinghouse and Chris Larson knew that they were doing something illegal, or at least selling an investment contract and whatnot. Moving on though, AVA and Uniswap price prediction. What's next for the two DeFi giants? I just want to quickly say I have the most amount of regret in my life, I think, in terms of buying coins, that I did not hold my AVA. Because I had a lot of AVA and I sold it a little while ago for XRP. I'm not going to say that it was really bad because, hey, XRP is quite good. But AVA went from $65 to about $500 where it is right now, or $400 or something. And XRP went from about 26 cents when I bought it then to about 45, which it is right now. So let's say that XRP doubled basically and AVA went times 8 or so. So I missed out on quite a lot of money that time around. And the thought of me selling my AVA now sounds completely crazy, but it was before I knew what it was. Obviously, it was only $65 back then. I didn't really know too much about what it was. And I just saw I had a huge amount of profit, and I just wanted to cash out as quickly as I could because the coin AVA went from $85 to $65 real quick, and I thought it might have been a crazy pump and dump that I just witnessed, fortunately, because I didn't check that Binance account for years, and all of a sudden there was a big amount of money in there. So if only I waited another week or two, I would have been even more fortunate, but hey. Point being, AVA, Uniswap, those are two of my holds, which I only keep buying. I am not selling any of them for the next very long time, all right? Two very, very core coins or core platformers, so to speak. I'm definitely holding on to them. Then I want to quickly tell you guys again about Unstoppable Domains. Once more, no ad, no nothing. I'm just telling you guys, there's a link down below if you want to, but it's basically a really cool thing. A lot of people are really excited about those NFTs. What they're selling here is Flickr blockchain domains. For example, let's go for crypto, whatever, let's type crypto guy. What you can purchase then is cryptoguy.crypto, for example, or cryptoguy.zil, those domains. And we're hoping that they're going to be going really hard in the next market, basically, in the resale market. That's what we're hoping for. And otherwise, you can also build websites on there, and there's no renewal fees. So I definitely bought myself a lot of domains. I bought 24 to be exact, purely because I think this might really be the future. Then VeChain technicals suggest bull cycle has begun. You know how many people have called out VeChain in the last day or so? It has been completely crazy. So many people are buying VET, so many people are holding VET like crazy, and so many people are bullish on it. All I can say is this is also a coin which I just keep accumulating, never ask questions of, purely because of the fundamentals. Bitcoin and crypto pull back as Nasdaq sinks to 2021 lows. Bitcoin erases gains as the tech sell-off creeps into the digital assets market. Fear grows around the cost of borrowing. Crypto prices erased yesterday's gains. Most of the top 20 is down as the tech sell-off creeps into digital assets, but there may be opportunities for growth ahead, depending on how cash-rich banks choose to spend their money. And then in terms of price, I just wanted to quickly say, there's a lot of interesting opportunities for purchasing if you are present, if you are watching with a very keen eye. And I was telling a couple of people about this before, about how I trade these cryptos, but as of this point, the strategies we're using are freaking flawless, right? But, I mean, I shouldn't say flawless. It's just a higher win than loss, obviously. That's the way you want to go about it. You will always still lose some. Yet, I'm not sure if I should also make a couple of trading videos and a couple of maybe price talk videos, or if you just like the crypto news. If you have any opinion on that, just quickly let me know in the comment section down below. Because I might change it a little bit, or I might add some cool stuff if the quest, what should I call it? If the request is there, basically. So just put it down below, your opinion on that, and we'll do that. Then Cardano Hoskinson to hold keynote at Blockchain Africa Conference. Charles Hoskinson will deliver a keynote at the Blockchain Africa Conference 2021 on Cardano's projects on the African continent. The conference will take place online from March 18th to 19th and is free of charge. Yet, I don't know what this guy is planning, but he's a freaking goat for doing this, all right? It's very, very smart. They've actually gone to a couple of these conferences before, I believe, as Charles Hoskinson has been quite known in Africa right now with, quite a lot of these smaller steps he's been taking over there, mostly in Ethiopia. As you can see here, let's just read the whole part. The ADA community is now speculating that Hoskinson will announce the landing of African birds at the conference, which will be held March 18th-19th. John O'Connor, Director of African Operations at IOG, teased in early February that the company is in its final stages of securing a government contract in Ethiopia to bring several million users onto the Cardano blockchain, celebrating the world's largest blockchain deployment to date. That could be pretty crazy, not gonna lie. And I also do think that what they're really kind of getting through right now, what they're building, they can make true, basically, right? So as at this point, all we have to do is just wait, and it will be growing. I also am holding so many new coins, guys, in the last couple of weeks. Ava, I'm still holding like a madman, though. I'm even thinking of buying more right as we speak. I think the prices are still a little bit down. Let's quickly see. Yeah, we're at $370. That is actually another amazing opportunity, in my opinion. Do I feel as if it deserves to be at 600? I'm going to say no. I actually feel as if the rise from about 100 to 500 was way too quickly, yet if you look at the fundamentals, Ava is definitely one that's going to stay around for a very long while, and thus I definitely do like it. Once more, you don't have to buy it because of me. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I really like the coin. And a thing like Zem or Nem, whatever, I still have covered. I've covered this one in terms of news a couple years ago, but right now I would not even know what it is for or what it does. No idea, nor do I ever hear somebody talking about it. But it's still in the top freaking 15, and I never hear anybody speak of it. Never. And I literally do not know what they do. Nem ecosystem blockchain, because together, I have no clue, guys. That's pretty stupid, huh? I talk about crypto every single day. I've even covered XM a couple years ago. If I look back in videos from 2000, I believe 17 or 18, you know how funny it is that you'll still see XM being even higher in the market cap back then, and how different this list looks, as Binance Coin wasn't even there, Polkadot wasn't there, I don't think Chainlink was there, Bitcoin Cash wasn't there. A lot of these things weren't even there before. It's so crazy how things have changed in such a short amount of time. But a side note, guys, go check out GSX. A link will be down below, because right now it's 10 cents a pop, plus a 9% bonus, plus a 5% bonus for using my link. And, you know, the reason I actually tell people about this is because it's the first of a kind, and I'm hoping for a times 25 or a times 40. But another side note is, I have one of the guys here, I just keep contacting them. So I don't know if we have inside information in that sense, because he doesn't give any real core information, I guess, but just whenever I have questions for people, I just try to forward them as much as I can. And they basically share a lot of freaking videos, a lot of insights, and a lot of things they're building. And at first, if you look at the website, I was kind of skeptical, and a couple of things I should say didn't really work the way I wanted to. But the more I've talked with them, the more I kind of feel as if they're quite okay. Mostly because if you take a look at Apollo FinTech, the whole company behind it, and then kind of see how many things they're building, and that they have the Apollo blockchain and whatnot, it would be kind of strange if it were to be a complete scam, right? Because then they'd scam for a very little amount of money, in my opinion, in comparison to what they already have built. And then it's officially a crypto scam of huge proportion, as Apollo then would also be a scam, right? That would be, in my opinion, a little bit crazy. Yeah, I don't think that's the way it's gonna go, but you never really know in the end of things, guys. You never really know. I'm thinking it's gonna be cool, but hey, it could all be a scam. It's not very liquid anyway. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video. It's a high risk, high reward. I'm hoping for a times 25, times 50, as I said before, but I'm willing to lose it all as well. I have a couple $1,000s in it. Thank you guys all for watching. See you again in another crypto video. And yeah, bye. Adios, amigos.